Okay, we're gonna land up. We're gonna go from where we left off last time, where we just created the hair. Okay, and if you go to characters, mannequins, and meshes, you can just drag in a sample mannequin. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and drag in a sample mannequin over there, right there, like that, and then you're gonna go to your groom, your hair that you made, and you're just gonna drop it onto the scene. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, it's huge. So you can just click this little thing so all of them go at once, and you can say 0.01. Okay, 0.01, and it should be correct from there. It should be correct over here. I'm just going to place the location at 000. Where did this land up? Oh, that's no, don't want it to land up there. It sucks. I'm just going to take the hair, select the hair in here, and let's just put it on the mannequin. Okay, there we go, something like that. Okay, now if you start a new project with like third person, then if you hit play, you'll get this guy, and you can run around with. Okay, so if you start a new project with the third person template, you'll get this. So yeah, you can see that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's on the character, but not kind of the way we want it. How do we make this character move? Basically, mate. Basically, I'm going to look in the project over here and find the character. Where is it, mate? I need the blueprint of the character. This is if you just hit play, okay, there, without touching anything. Because look, as soon as you hit in here, it takes over with the mouse. So hit play, don't click any mouse buttons, and hit eject. Bam, you can select the character, but if you look on the side here, it says BP third person character. You see that, mate? You see that, mate? It's really cool. So it's BP third person character. So let's go to BP third person character. So there we go. It's all beautiful. And it's one of these. It's one of these that we're using. I don't know which one it is though. It's a bit crazy. We're going to drag one of these in to the scene. Okay, just like that. Bam. Okay, so how do we put hair onto the character? Okay, basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the BP, mate, and I open up the blueprint of the character. Here we go. It's one of these. I'm thinking it's this one. I don't know. We'll soon find out. And if I put a view, if I go to the viewport here, I can say add, and then I can say groom. And from there I can select groom, and I can put that groom under the mesh, and I can just go into groom asset, click on this none, and I can select what groom asset I want. Now I've got my groom there, mate. I've got it. So now I just got to see where it is. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's there. Okay, so you got to scale the thing again, 0.01, and put it on directly on the head, something like that. Rotate it 90, and just put it on so it's there. Okay, perfect. Now it'll be there. That's all fine. If I go out of here and I press play, let's see if it was the right character. Yes, it's the right character. You can see, but it's on the character, but it's not moving. Right? That sucks. That sucks. It's like, oh, bloody wankers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Ari? So basically, what I can do, I'm just gonna delete this character. I don't need it for now. Basically, what we can do is we can open that same BP. Okay, double click on it, go to viewport, and what do we want? We want to open the SKM Quinn Simple. You see, this is the mesh used here. If I double click on it, I can get to the joints right up here, and then I can just look up head, just like that. And I've already made one here. I'm gonna delete this. Remove selected, delete. Okay. You'll get this, right? Head. you can right click it and you can say add socket, and it'll add a socket, head socket. I'm not going to change its name, that one's fine. Head socket. I can go back to my BP and I can take that groom here, click on it, and at the very top you can see here it says sockets. I click this little magnifying glass thing and I type in ed socket. Boom. Now it's attached to the head socket. Now what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to just manually just put it back in its place. So it's working. Now look, sometimes these things can get wonky, right? You see they're moving and different whatevers. That's fine, that is. Just use these up here. It's a lot easier and a lot more accurate, because then you can sit right like that, and then you can just move things around very beautifully. Look at that, look at that. Let's see if the back of the head's in there. No. No. Yeah, something like that. There we go. A little bit like that. Now it looks like that whole thing's in there, right? I'm going to compile it. And now it moves with the ed. If I press play, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now it's moving. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, I want the air to move. I want it to move. First of all, before we get into any of this, look at this. Alright, so I'm going to click on my air here. And remember, you've got all these controls down here. If you click on your hair, you've got details, right? Hair width. Now look, I don't want to see this orange crap here. So all I'm going to do is, once I've clicked on the hair, I get the details. I'm going to click on this little lock button. Once I click on that lock button, it doesn't get rid of my details. It stays there, right? So I can see everything that's happening. Now look at this. You can do your hair width, right? You can do all your hair width. You can do your root scale, your tip scale, and you can play with all of these to get better looking hair. See that? Just a little bit on the fade at the bottom. Hair shadow density. Like you can start going a little bit wild here. Just make it look beautiful. You know what I mean, Gary? Oh, look at that, Ari. Scale. Look at this. See, you can start just fading it slightly out there. You know, a little bit thicker up there. And that's it. Then you get to the material, right? If I double click this material, you'll see this. I can't do anything really from here. What I want to do, mate, is I want to click on this little folder icon thingy. Once I do that, it'll pop up over here where it is. It finds it for you. I'm going to right click the main material and I'm going to say create material instance. There's a material instance. See, this one says material. This one at the top there says material instance. It's an instance of the parent. And that's what we want. We can drag that one into here. And if you open the instance, it gives you options. You see? You see that, Ari? Because in the main material, we've got a roughness node and we've got a color node. And they are parameters. So if you go into here, it reveals them. If you make a what you might call it, an instance array. And now what you can do with this, which is very cool also, is you can do the roughness of the air, how shiny the bastard is. Alright, let's try and get a little bit of sun in there, or you know, something that looks a little cool. You see that? How shiny the air is, how non-shiny the air is. You can do some wonderful things with this. And then you can change the color of the air, Ari. You can change the color of the air. Let's make her into a redhead. I like redheads, Ari. Right, so you can change. Okay, so that crashed. Anyway, I quickly redid everything again. Where were we? We were saying what we can do with the hair, right? Let me just save everything so I don't know how to do that. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? You do a whole video and the thing just crashes. God damn it. Anyway, so here we are. We're with the hair. And we can... Oh, here's another quick trick. Like, if you see here, you see there's a giant mannequin here. Sorry, this is an old project. You can see it's not sticking to the head, right? All you got to do is, if you've got a character in your game with animation, right? So you're not controlling the character. All you got to do is take that hair and do it over your character, let it go, and then just choose head, and you can just choose the head. And if you hit play again, you can exit out of this, and you can see that it moves now with your character, right? There we go. So that's an easier way of doing it. Now let's get into the physics. Let's get into the physics, mate. I'm going to save it again. We don't want to lose everything. Ari, arsehole Ari. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our physics assets, Groom, double click it. We get this. I'm going to hit play here because we can do this while we're doing it. I'm going to hit eject, and I'm going to go onto this model here. Okay, just so that we can see it. Right, now look at this, Ari. How do I get everything? Great, Ari. Let's try it. Now look, enable simulations. Boom. Look at that, Ari. It's all working. It's all working, Ari. Now let's click all of these things off, because all of these things I've messed with around. So before we do this, what's going to happen with you, alright? Let me just reset everything here quick. Okay, so it's reset. So if I click simulation, this is what's going to happen. Okay, it's just going to start stretching. I mean, your character's got air and it's physical. It's beautiful, really. But that's going to happen, alright? What you need to do, love, is you need to come down to, where's that bastard? Stretch, solve. Where's that bastard? Project stretch. There we go. Project stretch. Click that. Boom. And now, uses good. Uses good. And here, stretch stiffness. Put this on something like 300. Test yourself. But if you put that on, there we go. Now you get air that's interacting with the collision of this bloody character. So you've got a cool looking little character there, isn't it? You can do many other things. Bend stiffness, you can put this on like 100. So it keeps the hair, put it on like 20 maybe. So it keeps the hair from, what is it? 1. It keeps it from just going all the way into the face and stuff. You gotta mess with a lot of these parameters. Yeah, okay, no one cares that it's not allowed. But you can see that we start getting this now, which is pretty cool. No! Why does this do this? My mouse went all wonky. I didn't know what was going on. Alright, love, but there we go. You can start doing something like that. Project stretch. You can start doing things to keep it quite normal. But you need to up things and down things and play with different things. Anyway, so I was showing you there. You can do it either, you can mess with your hair strands either in there, your materials, whatever. And remember, if you click your hair, you can see it's physical now as well. If you click your hair, you can change a lot of the stuff in here too. Okay, don't forget that. You can change all the stuff in here, or you can change it in your actual, when you double click this asset. Okay. What else? So here, just mess with all these things. Project band. Remember, you need enable simulation. Put that on. Groom springs. Yes, you're good to go. Gravity preloading. And remember to switch on that project stretch, and then stretch stiffness up and down that. You can see which one works for you. See which one works for you. And then you can leave it like that. Right. So now that we've got that, we can hit play. And we should have a character with hair. There we go. We're using the same hair asset, so whatever we define on the other one, you can see it's a little bit crazy looking though. It's all in the face and the eyes and stuff. And I need to position it better because it's kind of going through the sculpt. So, easy way of this. Very easy, mate. Just go to your blueprints. I just want to make sure about this, man. BP. Yeah, let's just make sure about that one. Third person. Oh, okay, there it is. And this is the one. Yeah, okay. So double click on it. And from here, you can see what's happening. So we can move this ever so slightly back. And sideways. Over this, you just gotta, you'd have to mess with the, you'd have to mess with the, what is it called, the collisions and stuff, but that's all right. I mean, we'll get more into this. It's just trying to show you how to get started with this, all this crap. But you can manipulate it here, and also don't forget, like, you can manipulate it here. Just keep manipulating. All right, you can have it, you can break this apart, so you can drag this here, this there, and you can see what's happening here. And then over here you can just start messing, seeing what the best kind of ways are with this, you know, just testing out different things here. And that's all we're doing now, mate. Blending, stiffness. Oh yeah, what does this do? Like if you put on high stiffness, push this one down again. There we go, there we go. Okay, so put your stiffness up a lot, and you can looks like somebody just came in her ass. Just stuck there, right? Oh Jesus. Okay, because it's reacting with the collision. Okay, but this is a good indication. This is great. There we go. You can mess around a bit. Try and position it pretty cool. And that's it, man. You know, you can mess with the mannequins. You know, if you click on the mannequin and go inside here, and you go to its collisions here, you can mess with its collisions. You know, you can mess with them. You know, just tweak them a little bit and try and get something a bit better there. Save it out. You know, each of these things are collisions. You can click on them and you can scale them and you can do with them. But you can see, like, the ball covers over the ears there, you see. So that's why we get those, like, it kind of puffs out a bit and whatever. There's so much to get into, man. We'll start getting a lot into it. This is basically just a quick one to get you up and running. We'll start getting into heavy details, but not yet. Not yet. I mean, I think this whole thing is a bit complicated, but let me know if it is or isn't. Okay, so you can adjust everything from there. Okay, so that's where you get it, and then you can just start adjusting. Open up both of them next to each other and start just adjusting what you want there. You know, mess around with it until you're happy. Compile the bloody thing. Alright, compile it and get out of there. Then hit play. And there we go. You can see we've got like a lot less physics happening there because we've got the stiffness all the way up. See that? Still moving though. Still moving. Still moving, mate. But we can put the stiffness, bend stiffness down to like maybe 400 or something. Save that bastard right there. Press play again. Alright, so it's all little by little. You just got to make it work for you. There we go. That's working. Pretty damn cool though, isn't it? So look, we're not going to get too much into this. This one was mainly about how to just mess around with quickly make a material instance so we can chuck it in there. Mess with the color, mess with the whatever. Double click on the hair, and over here you can mess with the physics on, off, and then mess with the stiffness, the projection. You know, get it fitting nicely. Strands is where we mess with the look of the hair, which you can do. You know, if you're clicking there, it's the same as here, strands, and you can just mess with the kind of look and feel of the hair. How, you know, try and make it look as good as you can, and from there you can go into your what is it? Remember, with your physics over there. And then you can go into your physics and you can start messing around, seeing if there's better things here. There we go. They're flying all over the place now. I don't know. That's because of the whatever that thing was. The collisions. You gotta get accurate collisions down there. You know, make those balls a little bit smaller and whatnot. And that's it. Stiffness. You can, you know, get this a little bit whatever. Play around with some settings. Anyway, people, I hope this helps. You can see it starts to move quite nicely. Not perfectly. If it was longer, it would probably look a little bit better. But it is moving. It is moving. Wee, wee, wee. Awesome. Anyway, this is just to get you started once again. We're going to start getting into more details, okay? A lot more details. So I hope this one helps, and I hope you have a great... I might not be here for Christmas. I'm going away. I'm going away, so I hope this helps. And, you know, shout if there's any questions. It's just to get you started. At least you know, like, the parameters, what they do, and how to get things started on things. And we'll get into mega details soon, okay? Mega details. All right, people. I hope you have a great one, and I'll speak to you later. Bye, guys.